Note: the following video depicts a specific configuration of the tablet. The same removal and replacement procedures apply to all configurations of the tablet. Before you begin, remove the display cover and rear-facing webcam. Removal. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the display panel ZIF connector and disconnect the display panel ribbon cable from the system board. Caution: use care to prevent damaging the ZIF connector and ribbon cable. Carefully release the speaker from the adhesive that secures it in the speaker frame and remove. Important: take care not to damage the speaker cable solder joints when removing the speaker. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the touchscreen ZIF connector and disconnect the touchscreen ribbon cable from the system board. Caution: use care to prevent damaging the ZIF connector and ribbon cable. Carefully remove the wireless antenna board from the adhesive that secures it to the display panel assembly. Remove the wireless antenna board cable from the routing channel on the display panel assembly. Using minimal force, lift the locking bar up on the volume power button ZIF connector and disconnect the volume power button ribbon cable from the system board. Caution: use care to prevent damaging the ZIF connector and ribbon cable. Remove the volume power button grounding strap from the adhesive that secures it to the system board. Remove the three 2.5mm P0 Phillips head screws that secure the system board to the display panel assembly. Caution: the speaker and wireless antenna cables are connected to the system board with solder. Take care not to damage the solder connections. Lift the system board off of the alignment pins and remove it from the adhesive under the retention tab on the display panel assembly. Replacement. Note: before installing a new system board, remove the following from the old system board and install on the new system board: front-facing webcam, speaker, wireless antenna board. Place the front-facing webcam into its cradle on the display panel assembly and lower the system board onto the alignment pins. Caution: ensure that all cables are free from being pinched between the system board and display panel assembly. Replace the three 2.5mm P0 Phillips head screws that secure the system board to the display panel assembly. Adhere the volume power button grounding strap into position on the system board. Insert the volume power button ribbon cable into the volume power button ZIF connector on the system board and press the locking bar down to lock the cable into place. Caution: use care to prevent damaging the ZIF connector and ribbon cable. Route the wireless antenna board cable through the routing channel on the display panel assembly. Place the wireless antenna board into position and gently press down on the wireless antenna board to adhere it to the display panel assembly. Insert the touchscreen ribbon cable into the touchscreen ZIF connector on the system board and press the locking bar down to lock the cable into place. Caution: use care to prevent damaging the ZIF connector and ribbon cable. Place the speaker into position in the speaker frame and gently apply pressure to secure it into place. Insert the display panel ribbon cable into the display panel ZIF connector on the system board and press the locking bar down to lock the cable into place. Caution: use care to prevent damaging the ZIF connector and ribbon cable. Important: after system board replacement, be sure to complete post-installation tasks as required that may include verifying functionality of the tablet, updating the serial number and other settings in firmware.